So many problems continue to plague the electric vehicle industry. Kristen Walker via Real Clear Wire reports, the fourth quarter of 2023 was not good for electric vehicles, EVs. Multiple manufacturers decided to curb or halt production. Ford in particular decided to cut their F-150 Lightning truck series in half. Roughly 4,500 auto dealers signed on to a letter petitioning the Biden administration to tap the brakes on its aggressive EV push on account of EVs stacking up on dealer lots. The new year is already off to a rough start, and we're not even through the first month. Hertz announced that it will be selling off about a third of its EVs, which will amount to roughly 20,000 vehicles. This is a major reversal from their promise just a few years ago to go dramatically increasing its EV fleet. The money procured from selling them off will be used for the purchase of internal combustion engines, ICE, in order to meet customer demand. The car rental company is not too keen on the expensive repairs that accompany EV ownership either, which can cost up to twice that of ICE vehicles. Mid-January saw a severe cold snap surge across many parts of the United States, greatly affecting the Midwest. Chicago area EV owners found themselves unable to charge their vehicles, leaving them stranded. And this is because, on average, an EV's range can drop 40% and charging takes significantly longer in freezing conditions. Some motorists waited hours in line at charging stations that struggled to even charge vehicles, and long lines meant difficulty finding open charging stations. Other vehicles had to be towed. This can't be good PR for the EV industry. And now a cheating scandal. The Texas Public Policy Foundation's fall study examines a rule in which EVs improperly benefit from an erroneous interpretation by the U.S. Department of Energy of a series of laws promoting alternative fuel vehicles but clearly excluding electric vehicles. Car makers can arbitrarily multiply the efficiency of EVs by 6.67, meaning a 2022 Tesla Model Y, which tests at the equivalent of about 65 miles per gallon, in a laboratory, is counted as having a compliance value of 430 mpg. Environmental groups questioning the legality of this rule. The Wall Street Journal broke the story last week, claiming that such inflated numbers have no basis in reality or law. With current regulations, automakers that don't meet corporate average fuel economy, CAFE standards, are required to purchase credits from those whose fleets exceed them. Imagine the credits EVs can earn using a multiplier that boosts efficiency nearly 7 times greater than gas-powered cars. It's in the billions. Tesla alone apparently brought in $554 million from those credits just in 2023's third quarter, representing a large portion of their overall net income. The government is exploiting CAFE standards to drive the adoption of EVs. If we've learned anything in these last several months about EVs, it's that the government needs to quit manipulating the market through its massive subsidization of an unwanted transition and forcing customers to purchase vehicles they don't want. And now we learn automakers have been finagled into manufacturing EVs. Blinded by their own climate ambitions, the net zero crowd does not see the writing on the wall, nor do they seem to care that taxpayers are picking up the tab, particularly those purchasing ICE vehicles, which are artificially inflated to help companies recoup what they can't charge EV buyers. Very few would actually pay the amount an EV really costs. Americans are bankrolling roughly $50,000 per EV over a decade, with the amount it takes to produce and keep them running. The rapid push towards electrification is all way too much, far too soon. It's crippling our economy and consumers' wallets. And certainly, planned economies never turn out well. Why would this be any different? It's past time to put consumers first, not the agenda for a select few, like the letter penned by thousands of auto dealers across the nation said. Many people just want to make their own choice about what vehicle is right for them. And this is by Kristen Walker on via Real Clear Wire on Zero Hedge by Tyler Durden. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.